It's a silver fox office for the box office foxes. It's a silver fox office with Elsie and Mike.
Kia ora. Welcome to the Silver Fox Office, where we are on a quest to find the foxiest old guy in cinema. I'm Elsie.
And I am Mike.
And we're back.
Hi. What a treat to be here.
What a treat to be here on this blessed Sunday.
Yep, it's another hungover podcast for us.
I was going to say, well, we both feel fresh as daisies, but that would have been a filthy dirty lie.
Fresh as daisies that have just been manured, maybe.
Yeah, a daisy that's been stepped on.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yes. We had a big party here at my place last night, and then it's all a bit hazy.
I was saying to Mike and Jared earlier that I'm glad I left when I did, because I was getting into overshare mode, which always happens when I've had wine. It's just specifically wine.
Okay, that's interesting.
You know, different alcohol gives me different, effects. Like
yes,
tequila makes me shake my ass, and then,
Did you say shake my ass or shit my ass?
No, shake my ass.
Okay.
Doesn't make me shit my ass, thankfully.
Shit my ass is an interesting way of saying that.
Shit my ass.
Oh, shit my ass.
But I was starting to overshare, and I was like, okay, I need to leave. But it was a really good time to meet a lot of friends of the pod, the listeners to the podcast. So if you're listening now and you were also present last night and you're also feeling a little bit dusty, welcome to the club.
Kia ora, we see you. Let us know if Elsie overshared anything with you.
Yeah, but don't remind me what it was. You can tell me that I did, but don't remind me what it was.
Yeah, Elsie was showing me pictures of this growth.
Elsie was showing me these pictures of Steve Buscemi. They were really sad because she'd edited herself into them. And then she started crying. It was just awful.
Yeah.
But no,
that's typical. That's how it is.
Good.
Yeah.
And then we recovered with McDonald's this morning.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for bringing that over.
No, thank you for letting me eat McDonald's in your house.
Oh my god! Yeah. Well, what else? What have we just done together, else? That sounded like
I don't know if we can talk about it yet.
Okay. What?
You said we weren't going to mention it.
What?
We just had a first time experience together.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this sound as weird as possible. We just touched each other on the hearts, okay? So I had said to Mike, and I feel like I've mentioned it a few times.
I think you said this on the pod.
I have never seen the original Jurassic Park film.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just ate McDonald's and watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And life-changing.
What did you think of it?
I really, really enjoyed that film.
Are you surprised that you enjoyed it? Or?
I don't know, because I had seen Jurassic World and I really enjoyed Jurassic World.
Okay.
I loved the adventure side of it and the suspense, and it was not a horror film, but there was some real scary moments. And so I was not surprised that I enjoyed Jurassic Park, but I guess that actually there was a part of me that was surprised how much I enjoyed it, because it was so full on. It was really fun.
And it's also it's pretty hyped up. Mm-hmm. Everyone talks about how great it is.
And it really held out. It held its own.
But I can imagine being skeptical. I'm often skeptical going into movies where people are like, it's the best thing ever. And be like, well, we'll see about that.
And that's honestly I feel that way with Quentin Tarantino films, because everyone's like, he's the greatest director ever. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Inglourious Bastards. I enjoyed Django Unchained. I enjoyed Reservoir Wild Dogs. But I also watched Pulp Fiction and I was like, okay, well, Steve Buscemi's there and he says Buddy Holly, so that was great.
But he's not there for very long.
Yeah, but I wasn't like, wow, this movie was life-changing, but I don't know. I guess it's all subjective, but Jurassic Park, it's not subjective, it's actually really good.
Honestly, it's one of my favourite films. It's a 5-star watch for me. I think it is a perfect film. I don't think you can change it.
I would agree. I think it is it's really good, and I feel like almost everyone loves dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Has at least at some point in their life, or still to this day, loves dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And it's so enjoyable for that.
They're just cool.
And Sam Neill is so sexy.
Sam Neill is so sexy. Jeff Goldblum is so sexy. Laura Dern is so sexy.
But I went into it knowing that I was going to find Jeff Goldblum sexy because I'm human.
Yeah.
And also I'd seen pictures of Laura Dern and been like, she's unbelievably beautiful in that.
Yeah.
But I was surprised by how much I was enraptured by Sam Neill.
Yeah. He just wanted to take you up a tree and protect you and
those
be a bit
kids
grumpy
were-
about it.
And I was saying this to Mike, I love a grumpy sunshine trope. And, you know, when the kids are trying to hold his hand and he's like, get away from me.
Yes.
And then Laura Dern is just watching on
Smirking
smiling.
in the background.
And when, you know, they're up a tree and the kids just like fall asleep on him because they feel safe with him, he's a perfect man.
Yeah.
He's so perfect.
I love him. I love him very much.
Pleasantly surprised by that film.
I'm so glad. I honestly, I love that franchise so much. And that movie is one of the best. So I'm glad. So now we just have to watch
All the others.
And then maybe we can work to Lord of the Rings one day.
No, absolutely not. I'm so sorry. So many people, predominantly men, have tried to get me to watch The Lord of the Rings, and it's just never worked.
Is there anyone that you trust their taste that they're like, you should watch the Lord of the Rings?
Because it's not so much about other people's taste, because like there are people where I'm like, yeah, I know you have good taste in movies. It's just I don't want to watch Lord of the Rings because I'm not like a fantasy person.
Fair.
Like I'm not into witches and wizards and like ghouls and goblins and stuff like that. So it's just like there are just some films that aren't meant for you. And Lord of the Rings isn't meant for me. I also say that I don't like fantasy, and then I just raved about Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah, there's one point towards the start where Elsie was like, can you believe people think this isn't real? And I thought she was talking about Jurassic Park, and I was like, but it's
you
fiction.
You just said that there was you just said there was a Jurassic Park in Hawaii, mate.
But Elsie was talking about evolution.
I was talking about evolution and the fact that there are some people that just don't believe in evolution, but it did come across as I thought that Jurassic Park was a documentary.
Yeah, well, it ended, and Elsie just went, "Those horrible, all those people, all those people have been lost."
That one accountant was killed. Was he the only death count, or did other people die?
No, so Dennis Nedry dies.
True.
The lawyer Gennaro dies. Arnold Samuel L. Jackson dies,
and the
Robert Muldoon,
ex-Prime Minister of New Zealand,
Piggy,
dies.
He dies, and the worker at the start dies. So there are 5 deaths. In the film.
Okay, I only really remembered.
Yeah, there are more in the book.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. So, apart from the seminal classic Jurassic Park, what else have you been watching? Have you seen any good films?
Let me whip open the Letterboxd, and I can tell you because
whip open
the Letterboxd diary feature is actually life changing for me.
It's so good.
It's the only way I can remember the shit. So, I think the day we recorded the podcast that night. I went home and I watched the movie Tully, which is a 2018 film with Charlize Theron, and it's directed by Jason Reitman, written by Diablo Cody, which is also the same duo that did my favourite film, Juno.
Yeah.
But basically Tully is about Charlize Theron as a mother of 2 children, and she's pregnant with her third, and she has her third, and this whimsical manic pixie dream nanny turns up and starts helping her with the baby.
Okay.
And they have this like whirlwind experience where, you know, and I went into it not really knowing too much about it, and it actually turned out to be quite a good film. Like, I was quite impressed by it. I won't give away any of the spoilers or anything, but I will say, and if you follow me on Letterboxd, you've seen my review, which is the film does for motherhood what The Bear does for restaurants. It was very stressful watching her as a parent, because she has a husband, but he is like a total waste of space.
Right.
Like, there's this bit where she is in like hospital, and he says to the like doctor, he's like, oh, you know, she'd never do this. She'd never go out and like leave the children alone. And then the doctor's like, weren't you in the house? And he was like, yeah, but like, grow up, mate. And he literally spends the whole time playing video games in their bed with headphones on. And I was like,
why would you?
He's such a waste. And also, weirdly, her brother looks like her husband. But anyway. So then a few days later I watched, because Letterboxd told me that I've only seen 5% of Steve Buscemi's filmography. Must change. So I was watching The Big Lebowski,
I've never seen that. Yeah.
It's quite good. It's obviously a Coen Brothers film. It was quite, it's really, what's a good way to put it? It's odd. And it's quite strange, but it's quite good. I quite enjoyed it. And obviously Steve Buscemi's there, and he plays such a loser, so it's perfect.
It's hot. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was actually a really good film. I can see why a lot of people like it. I wouldn't go out and say like it was a crazy best film that I've ever seen, because obviously Fargo by the Coen Brothers exists.
Yeah.
It was quite good.
Okay.
And then the next day I went to the movies with my mother and my sister. We went to see an advanced screening of the new film Tina.
That looks so good.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Yeah.
One of the best films to come out of this country.
Wow.
Within the first 15 minutes, me and the rest of the theatre were in tears.
Oh, God.
And then you go from crying to laughing, to crying again, to laughing again. And for a New Zealand film, the acting was really good.
Okay.
It was a fantastic film. I loved it. I can't wait for everyone else to see it and love it as well. I just thought it was brilliant. It was such a brilliant film. And a really, really heartbreaking but really lovely story. And so everyone should go and see Tina.
Okay.
And tell me what you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
It is one that I saw the poster, and the poster did nothing for me. I was like, oh, okay. And then the trailer popped up somewhere, and I was like, oh, that looks fun. That looks really cool.
It's a really, really good film. It's absolutely devastating because there's like a subplot for it is the Christchurch earthquakes.
Oh, okay.
And there's something really interesting to like watch a film where you see that portrayed, but you also lived it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a very interesting thing to be like, oh, like, you know, so...
were you in Christchurch for the earthquakes?
No,
okay.
in Wellington. My dad's family all in Christchurch, so it's just like a really interesting thing when it's like New Zealand history.
Yeah.
It's one where kind of, I guess there's been enough time where like you can watch these things, but like still for me, and I don't know if this is for other people as well, but like I don't like watching any media where the COVID-19 pandemic is like a subplot.
Right.
I just don't like watching those because it's like I don't need to watch it dramatized. Like I was there.
Interesting.
So yeah.
See, I quite like them because I'm like, oh, I lived that.
Yeah.
I can see that. So it's interesting how the one thing can have different effects on people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I went to the movies with my sister, and we saw Captain America: Brave New World.
That looks bad.
Okay, can I just say something for a second?
Uh-oh.
I'm not even... Okay. I saw somebody gave it a review on Letterboxd where they said, this film is perfect if you think the best things about the MCU is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series, Eternals, and the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk film.
Right, okay.
Because this is a Captain America film, but also a direct sequel to the Incredible Hulk film.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Without a lie.
Okay.
It was so random, and like there were parts of it that I really enjoyed. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. And there was like bits where like callbacks to other things. So like, it's really cool. But it was at the end and we were waiting for the post-credit scene. And
all right.
hear that? The world's loudest car just drove past.
Someone with a very small penis.
Yeah, somebody's tiny wiener hit the accelerator. That was crazy. So we were waiting for the post-credit scene and my sister turned to me and went, I don't actually think anything happened in that film.
Oh, no.
And I was like, no. It was definitely one of those ones that was like a vehicle for later films.
Right, okay. Setting stuff up rather than actually... Yeah, okay.
It was quite random. It introduced... This is not really a spoiler. It introduces adamantium into... So that's like opens the door to X-Men.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what it was there to do.
Right.
And it was... it was definitely a movie. But... Definitely one of the more forgettable ones, which unfortunately has been the case since...
I feel like most of them are getting quite forgettable.
I think the last time I felt properly excited about the MCU was the WandaVision series. I loved the WandaVision series.
So Jared really wanted to watch WandaVision when it came out. And I was like, no, because I haven't seen the films, so I have to watch the films first.
No, you don't.
So I know.
Oh, you have to watch like 2 maybe.
I know, but so we've been watching them for the past few years since WandaVision came out. So we're up to we've maybe just watched Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think, because we actually watched that around when we were doing the Michelle Pfeiffer episode, and I didn't realize she was in it, and I was like,
yes,
it's not going to be my film.
No. Hope Van Dyne.
Yeah, so I think that's what we were up to.
Oh no, she's Janet Van Dyne. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not a Marvel person.
I was really into Marvel. I remember the first one that I saw in cinema was Captain America Civil War, I think. And I loved,
Had you seen the others before on video? Or?
No, and then I went home that night and I watched Captain America the Winter Soldier, which I think is the best Marvel film, because I actually think it's a really good film, even like standalone, it's a spy thriller. And then I watched the first Captain America film. No, I tell a lie. I had seen the Avengers movie, the 2012 Avengers film on DVD. My sister had it on DVD. But the first one I remember seeing in cinema that really got me hooked on it was 2015 Captain America Civil War, which is funny because a lot of people have a problem with that one. But there was a strong period in time where I really enjoyed those films because I love the character of Captain America. Like I do love kind of somebody who's just like hopelessly, trying to do the right thing. Yeah. And I do like that in a character. And I don't get me wrong, I think Sam Wilson is a fantastic Captain America. I think he does, he does stand for the right stuff and he has that same essence there. I just think it's a real shame that they let him down by giving him a shitty movie. Because I know a lot of people, and probably racially motivated, don't like Sam as Captain America, but I think he's a great Captain America. I just wish that his film didn't suck. Yeah. Which was a real shitter for him.
I think I'm a Batman person. I like Batman. Yeah. And that's sort of my main comics and comic book movie viewing. But I also, when it comes to Marvel, I love the X-Men and I love Spider-Man. Yeah. So it's and one of my things is that with any comic book thing, I love the villains. The villains are always my favourite part.
I'm the antithesis. I love heroes.
And I think that the Marvel movies do not have good villains. They don't invest in the villains and make them really...
Loki was probably the only really fully formed villain that they had. Yeah. Everyone else was just kind of like... Well, apart from Thanos, obviously.
And Thanos.
Thanos sucks.
But that's it,
Whereas Batman, one of the most important things about Batman is there's a bajillion villains and they all want him dead.
Batman has, it's well known that Batman has the best rogues gallery.
Oh, 100%.
And Spider-Man also has a really good
Spider-Man has a good one. I when we were at the cinema yesterday, we saw the trailer for the new Superman. I can't wait for that film. Yeah. So, the first thing is, what I noticed about the trailer is the colours. All the colours, they were really saturated and it was really bright and it looked like a superhero film. It looked like straight out of a comic book, which I really liked. And David Corenswet playing Superman is really sexy. So I'm very excited for that. But no, it actually got me excited because I haven't really been a DC person in the past. But I'm excited to see that film.
I'm not even necessarily a DC person. I'm just a Batman person. It's not loyalty to either company.
Batman's really cool. It's just everyone has their hero. Yeah. And mine's Captain America.
Mine's Batman.
It's beautiful. I think apart from Married at First Sight Australia,
we're not caught up. We've been watching it. Oh, it's so fun.
It's so trashy. It's perfect.
Oh, you told me to ask you about Tim.
Tell you about Tim.
Yeah. So we're up to... He's been a wank.
Yep. Massive wank stain.
Massive wank stain. So I think they're gone now. I think they've both selected leaving. So what was it when you're talk to me about Tim?
I
don't even know if that was on the pod, but...
I think it was afterwards, maybe. But basically, Mike and Jared told me last time we recorded that they were watching Married at First Sight, and I was like, tell me when you meet Tim. The fact that Tim was all about, like, I don't have a type.
Yeah.
I have no time. And then he gets given his wife and he's like, what the fuck? She was meant to be tiny and blonde with massive tits. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so Tim, for those who don't watch Married at First Sight, congratulations on...
Yeah, well done on being a superior human being. Could have been me.
I know, I'm very jealous. He is basically... He's a dumpy guy. He's a fat guy.
Yes.
And he, was talking about how he didn't care what they looked like at all, and he got paired with this woman named Katie, who's stunning.
She's really fit.
And she's quite tall. She's pretty curvy.
Red hair.
And
runs a company where they like give back to charity.
Really cool. I think her main problem is that she doesn't have self-esteem and is
she's got quite low self-confidence.
Yeah, she's not good at standing up for herself. But he immediately was like, oh, I wanted someone, petite.
And blonde.
Yeah, and I'm like, mate, you're fat. You can't...
This is the thing.
And I say this as a fat man.
Well, I was watching it with my mum, and he was like going on about how he wasn't given somebody that was petite and da-da-da. And I turned to my mum and I was like, this is going to sound really shitty. Tim knows he's fat and ugly, right?
Yeah, right?
Like he knows that, right? Yet he's standing there being like, why didn't you give me Sydney Sweeney?
That's
like,
it.
Because Sydney Sweeney doesn't want to be with you, bro. Like, I'm so sorry, but you need to be realistic. And also, he was just such a piece of shit. And
he also has a terrible personality.
And he kept turning and he was like, I know people throw the term gaslighting around a lot these days, which is not helpful, but he was physically gaslighting her.
He literally was.
One of the experts was like, you're gaslighting this woman, because he would turn up and be like, oh, where did they turn up to? Oh, it was like the dinner party. And then he was like in a shitty mood because this woman who he is routinely told that he does not care about, does not have a spark with, does not feel attracted to, he's like, she didn't even ask me if I was okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wouldn't care if you.
And she apologized for it as well.
There was a little bit where I was starting to watch it, and I remember being like, Katie, you need to stand up.
Just get a backbone, darling. I'm sorry.
She was leading him away with a lot, and I was like, babe, you're way too hot.
Yeah.
To be behaving like this on international television.
You can also absolutely understand why, because you're like, oh, honey, I know what you need some therapy.
Biggest fear was that he would turn up and be disappointed, and that's exactly what happened, which is so fucked up.
So rough.
So this is a Tim hating podcast.
Oh yeah. Sorry if you don't watch Married at First Sight.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Very boring conversation.
Even if you don't watch it, if you live in New Zealand, on the Stuff News website, after every episode, they've got a reporter that will do like a write-up, and the write-ups are quite funny.
Okay.
And a really good way to keep up to date without having to watch the show, because they capture all the best bits. So if you're not into watching it, but you still want to be in on all the gossip, because that's what like everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
I recommend reading those. But otherwise, Mike.
Yes.
What have you been watching?
Well, so I've been watching and reading a couple of things. So first I want to talk about books. So I read The Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer by Philip Kahlo, which is about Richard Ramirez, the serial killer, the Night Stalker. And it was really, really good. I really liked it.
Philip Kahlo is so, like, you can tell he's done his research.
He was there. Oh, you can tell, because sometimes you're like, too much research, babe, calm down.
You need to chill out, mate.
I really enjoyed the first half, and then in the second half, when it got into the trial, he sort of just explained everything he had already said before, so it slowed down a lot for me.
It could have been, like, a good few chapters short.
Oh, yeah. And then I read Z for Zachariah by Robert C. O'Brien. Have you read that one?
I haven't read it, but I know of it.
So that's one that it's young adult, and it's about a nuclear war.
Nuclear war.
God.
Sounds like you're activating a code word.
Alexa, nuclear war.
Alexa, declare nuclear war.
Oh, we're so sorry, by the way, if that actually sparked off anyone's Alexa last time.
We had fun.
So it's about a nuclear war, and basically this 16-year-old girl survives because she's in a valley that's sort of just like a natural whatever. barrier. And then this guy comes in and he's the only other person there, and he starts to act a bit strange and threatening. And that's the premise. And my sister was studying it when I was about 6 or 7, maybe. My sister's 7 years older than me, so she was studying it, and I stole her copy and read it, and I was obsessed with this book. And I hadn't read it in 20 years at this point, maybe. And so I found a copy and I read it, and it's just as good. It's still so tense and frightening, but it's not gory or anything like that. So it's perfectly acceptable for all you youngsters that listen to this.
You better not be any youngsters that listen to this.
I hope not.
We're strictly 18 plus pod.
What was that laugh?
That was terrifying.
And also reading A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher, which is really fun, really easy to read, really spooky, funny.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You actually invited me to go ghost hunting with you last night.
I did.
And I'm still on.
We need to go ghost hunting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot that I offered you that, but that's all right.
Can't believe I just remembered that.
Reclaimed memory. As for what I've watched, so the day after we recorded last, Elsie had been talking about a documentary called My Massive Cock.
Correct.
So Jared and I decided to watch it. What a film.
What a fucking documentary. That one about the guy
Absolutely
that tried to do the job interview was crazy. Like, I think that's the craziest part to me.
Oh my god.
They had massive wieners.
Huge. One guy, he was like, he just very casually was like, it's a struggle because it's thicker than my forearm. And we were like, wait. And then he got he made a replica.
Yes.
And it was humongous. Thicker than his forearm. It was insane.
When he brought that replica out, I was sitting there looking at him and like, there is no way.
Where are you keeping all that?
Like, what are you doing with that?
Yeah.
It was an insane documentary, and it sounds like super perverted, but like, it was just fucking unbelievable. But I think I said this in the last podcast episode. There's like an underlying thing of being like, these men are all being like sexually harassed by their friends.
Absolutely.
Which was fucking insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone watch My Massive Cock.
Yeah.
And watch the documentary too.
I also watched, so Jared was away. It was my first time in our new house by myself, just with our kittens, without Jared here. And so I was like, I want to watch a franchise. And so I dug into the Hellraiser franchise.
Perfect for when you're home alone.
And I watched all 11 entries.
Jesus.
Holy hell, what a slog. I tell you what.
Yeah.
The first one, excellent.
Really
First
good.
one is really, really good. Second one, also very good.
Mm-hmm.
Third one, you're pushing it.
We're falling off.
Fourth one, I could see an argument for it. Fifth one is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Sixth one just felt like the fifth one. The seventh one, I don't even remember. Mm-hmm. The eighth one was so bad that I kind of enjoyed it and had a fun time.
That is outrageous.
The ninth one, fucking hell. The
commitment.
Oh my god, it was such a hard time. But the ninth one was if they didn't make a Hellraiser film within 5 years, then the rights would revert back to the author, Clive Barker. So they made this, they shot it in 7 days, and I think the whole process took them 3 months from starting it to release it. So you can imagine. The most recent one was okay. Mm-hmm. So I would only recommend watching the whole franchise if you're a completionist weirdo like me. Otherwise, don't bother. But the other thing I watched when Jared came home at one point in the middle, and we got National Theatre Live, which is a streaming service which shows productions from generally English productions, and we watched Prima Facie.
Oh, I had a friend that went to a screening of that, the one with Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer, yeah. So Jared,
that's great.
Jared, I mean, Jared's a lawyer, and it's the main character is a lawyer, and it's a lot about law. So Jared had an interest in it, and we went to see it when it was on at Circa, and it was really cool. And so we were very excited to watch the film production with Jodie Comer, and it was incredible.
It was good.
I know a lot of people have issues with some of the script. I don't get it myself, but if you have issues with the script, then the performance is still enough to carry you through, because she is incredible.
She's a great actress.
But so it was quite funny looking at my watched diary, because it goes Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3, Hellraiser 4, Hellraiser 5, Hellraiser 6, Hellraiser 7, prima facie, Hellraiser 8.
Had to take a break in there.
And the other thing I've started watching is the Bond franchise,
Yes.
James Bond. So I'm 3 films in, so that's
Beautiful.
Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
And I'm thinking that this is probably going to be, I want to watch all 25 by the end of the year. You know, it's going to be,
Good goal.
yeah. They're very fun. They're so campy and silly.
They're
and
so camp, and that's what makes them perfect.
Yeah.
They're really good spy films because it's just so unrealistic.
Absolutely. And I mean,
It's good.
I've seen over half of them previously. So I've got a few blind spots, most of them being the Daniel Craig ones, because I watched Casino Royale, and it just wasn't what I want from Bond. It was so gritty and unreal.
quite
It was so gritty and dark, and I'm like, this isn't what I want.
That's not what it was originally, like
No.
with George Lazenby and whatnot.
Campy gadgets and silly
Yeah.
women with silly names, and you know,
In a spa pool.
yeah. Obviously, they've aged
Very poorly.
like milk. So there was the most egregious example was in From Russia with Love, when they go to a Romani camp, and they do not use the word Romani.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And 2 of the women there, the sexy nubile young ladies, have a disagreement about which one of them gets to marry this Romani guy. And so the Romani tradition is that they have to fight to the death, and then the winner
Gets to marry him.
It may not be to the death, but they do have a cat fight, basically. And they're like, James Bond, come in, you must watch. You must
Observe this fight.
yeah,
Don't
and
ask why they're in jello.
and you must declare the winner, basically. And then, of course, midway through the cat fight, a gunfight breaks out, and he saves everyone. And then, like, the reward is that he seduces both of the Romani girls, I think.
Perfect.
So, I guess he's established a polycule.
He's a bit of a skux.
It's a bit of a skunk.
He's a bit of a skux. Yeah, no, they're absolutely atrocious in some areas, but they're also classics in others.
Absolutely.
You got to watch it for the historical aspect.
Yeah, and also, when I was younger, I did not get the Sean Connery thing.
No, I don't.
I'm starting to get it a little
you're
bit.
starting to
It's the
understand
chest hair. It's
Yeah.
There's something about the chest hair, and Dr. No specifically. I was like, okay,
He has his moments.
okay, I can see it. I'm not necessarily gonna chuck my life away
No.
for him, but I can
You can see where
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So that's me.
So that's you. Well,
I feel like that's quick for us. What, 33 minutes
33
in,
minutes in.
which also includes maths talk and Jurassic Park talk.
Jurassic Park tour. So, because you picked the fox for this episode, do you also want to explain to us, the premise of a silver fox?
You bet.
Cool. You bet.
Sorry.
We're losing it.
It's really quite hot.
It's quite warm in here.
It's quite warm. I'm a sweaty Betty. So, a silver fox is a person who is 45 plus, older than 45, which we know is young, but
Which I heard a lot about last night. Everyone telling me too young.
Too young. We've never actually gone younger than 50, by the way, team.
Yeah.
Um,
45 is just like the establishment age. Like,
Yeah.
if 90 is the lifespan, 45 is middle age.
yeah.
We'll work up from there.
Yeah, exactly. So we know it is a bit young, but look, whatever. It's our show.
We'll do what we want.
Yeah,
We'll do what we
exactly.
bloody well like.
If we wanted to make it 30, then we would. And I would hurt my own feelings.
You would be the fox every time.
It's me. Once more, 'tis me.
Once again.
So, 45 plus, they have to have grey hair or silver hair or white hair or greying hair or could be greying or...
Grey hair energy.
I once had a dream that they were grey
Yeah, exactly.
or,
You could imagine them with grey hair.
Yeah, it's a bit loosey-goosey. We don't give a toss about gender.
I give a rat's ass about their gender.
You can identify however you identify as long as you're fuckable.
As long as we want you calmly.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. They have to be in movies, and we have to want them. We have to want them, and we do.
And we do. So, Mike,
Yes.
please tell us who is our fox of this episode.
Well, this is my birthday episode. Happy birthday to me. And so I picked someone very near and dear to my heart, someone that my family have called my girlfriend since I was 5 years old. I picked the stunning Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, Halle Baby.
My queen.
God, she's beautiful.
So hard to pick a film because in all of them, she is the sexiest person that has ever existed.
She is so beautiful. And I told Mike about this a wee while ago, and I think I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I kind of brought it up last night, but she wasn't my girlfriend growing up, but my experience with
No, she wasn't because she was mine.
she was yours. And we didn't know each other yet to be able to share. So I, not too long ago, I found the hard drive for the laptop that I had when I was about 11. And I read it on my computer to see what was on there. And I guess at some point in time that I had decided that I was going to start my own magazine.
Yeah.
And when I say magazine, it was literally a picture I'd made on Microsoft Paint. And the the magazine title was Forget Me Not, like the flower, with
Great.
3 exclamation points. It was all in Comic Sans.
It's less of a nice flower title and more of a angry demand.
Yeah, just random. And then, so I had a few article headlines, and one of them, inexplicably, was Halle Berry deals with intruders. And I still, to this day, don't know what that means.
It means Halle Berry deals with my intrusive thoughts about it.
Halle Berry and those pesky intruders. So she's quite near and dear to my heart. It obviously means that at 11 years of age I was thinking about her because she's that important. But yeah, every time while I was doing this, all I could think about was her dealing with those damn intruders.
Halle Berry deals with intruders.
I found the picture of it, so when I post this on our social media, I'll also share with you the cover of the magazine. Obviously it's copyrighted, so no one steal any funny ideas.
And you'd better remember, because it's Forget Me Not.
Forget Me Not. 3 exclamation points. Halle Berry deals with intruders.
I also want to say, if you go look at our Instagram at the moment, Silver Fox
At the Silver Fox office.
The Silver Fox office. If you go have a look at our Instagram right now, the promo image that we will post with this of Halle Berry is an image that I had on my bedroom wall when I was a kid. So it had to be that one picture.
It had to be that very specific picture.
Yeah.
Mike's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, Mike, because it's your Fox, we have to know, what's your film?
Look, I had a folder on my hard drive full of Halle Berry films.
I have a folder on my hard drive.
It's not relevant to this conversation.
Yeah. And I also picked a Halle Berry film.
So it was full of Halle Berry movies because I just could not pick. So I've gone with 2. I've got 2 films, which I feel like I haven't done in a wee while.
Good.
And I had to limit myself because I could have easily done
100%.
10. So the 2 that I picked, one of them is Gothica.
Your favourite.
From 2003, I think. The reason I picked it, so the story of Gothica is that she's a psychiatrist or a psychologist or therapist or whatever, doctor at a asylum. Mm-hmm. And on her drive home, she finds a girl, and then she wakes up and she's a patient of the asylum, and she's in there for killing her husband. And it's what she dealt with and how she got there and what's going on. And it's horror, intrigue. And this came out, when it came out, I was 12. Mm-hmm. And I think it was an R13 or an R16 movie, so I could not go see it at the cinema. And I was so upset because I just really wanted to see my girlfriend in a spooky film, and I wasn't allowed to. So as soon as it came out on DVD, we went down to our United Video and bought...
Mine was a Blockbuster.
Oh, at least you weren't a Video Easy.
No, oh god, no.
Just Easy.
United Video. Oh,
yeah.
What I wouldn't give to go back to a video store.
I know. And not give them any money because you're like, I can get it on a streaming service.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to smell the place.
Yeah. Feel the stickiness under my feet.
Yes. Our Blockbuster, the guy had a Pomeranian.
All right.
That used to be in its little bed next to the counter, so I just like to go in and sometimes look at the Pomeranian.
Okay. Sure.
It's the essence of a Blockbuster.
But the reason I picked it, because she does obviously spend most of the film quite bedraggled and dishevelled. But...
Don't we all?
But my laugh today is so odd. But she spends... The start of the film, oh my God, just her walking down hallways... I could watch that forever. She's got long hair, and I've always liked Halle Berry with long hair.
Interesting.
And
it's
she's really like, businessy, really, almost looks a little bit like Sexy Librarian kind of vibes, almost.
Yeah.
Just that so composed and so smart, so competent, just incredible.
Perfect woman.
Just honestly watching her walk down a hallway, I just there's one shot that I'm thinking of, and I'm like, oh, her legs, because she's in like a relatively short skirt. I'm like, oh, it's not it's like knee length, but it's not a short skirt.
You can see ankle.
In my imagination, it's shorter.
This knee length skirt is driving you crazy.
this 4-inch train. No, just incredible. And then even when she is bedraggled, she's still a badass and competent and like escaping and doing bullshit badass boss bitch stuff. Perfect. And just great. So sexy.
Beautiful.
Oh, love her. And I think because of the history of it, it was like this forbidden movie.
How important it was to you.
Yeah. So it's probably kind of a trash movie, but I really, it has a major soft spot in my heart.
As long as it makes you feel good, that's the most important part of the film.
Also great cast. It's also got Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, wow.
Bernard Hill, Penelope Cruz, John Carroll Lynch.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great cast.
Good cast. Great cast. And there are some pretty like sexy tense moments between Halle Berry and Robert Downey Jr.
I would like to watch.
That is like, there's this moment where he was like, he's like, oh, because she's sort of trying to get her memories back, and she's like, did we ever? And he's like, no. She's like, did you want to?
Oh my God.
And he was like, yes.
Oh my God.
And she goes, did I want to? And he goes, I think so.
Right.
And it's just like,
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I love that tensiony. It's almost like it's a little bit like not childish, but it's like a little bit adolescent.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So that was one movie.
I knew you were going to have it somewhere because every time we would do a movie grid or a movie pyramid, you would somehow get Gothic in.
Yeah.
So I knew that it was going to turn up. I'm so glad it has.
It's a great film. My other one, which this is probably my number one pick for sexy Halle Berry film, The Flintstones.
Such a good shout. Hold on. I need to familiarise myself while you speak.
She plays a secretary, Ms. Stone, the secretary to Carl McLaughlin's villain.
Jesus Christ.
And so she's... Her name is Ms. Stone, and then it's revealed that her first name is Sharon. So she's playing Sharon Stone.
She's playing Sharon Stone.
Every time she walks into a room, saxophones start playing.
Yeah,
she
naturally.
is like shot as sexy. She's wearing things that expose her midriff, and she's wearing like animal print and like, you know,
Yeah, the perfect look.
And she's lounging about on desks, and she's trying to seduce Fred Flintstone. And
I cannot believe how stacked that cast is. John Goodman, Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. The B-52s.
Just inexplicably there. Well, actually not inexplicably.
No, they're the BC-52s, I think, is what they're... But, so she's the... Kyle MacLachlan's the villain, and he's like, he works at Slate & Co., I think is the name of the quarry where Fred works. And he's basically embezzling money and trying to pin it on Fred. And Halle Berry is his lackey, basically. And so, yeah, her whole thing is that she's Fred's secretary, and she is trying to make sure that he signs papers and does things without thinking about it, and she does that by being sexy and flirty, and honestly, that woman...
I would have left my wife and children for her.
Honestly, she is
like
just
nothing.
insane. And there's one bit, she sort of has a change of heart towards the end, and she gets arrested, and she says, her last line is, I'm a bad girl, but you've got to admit, I was very good at it. And then she gives him a wink and a sexy smile, and they lead her away.
Christ.
So she's a horrible, she's awful, but she's got a heart of gold, and she does the right thing in the end.
Really good choice.
Yeah. Honestly, her leaning on desks and stuff. And the thing that changes her mind is when Fred says, "You're really smart." Like, and he was like, "Oh, you'd be so much better at this than me." And she's like, "Oh no, I'm just a secretary." And he goes, "No, you're smart. And he just talks her up.
Honestly, John Goodman and Halle Berry, I would pay to see it.
Yes, honestly.
John Goodman's really sexy as well.
And there is something about him as Fred Flintstone that I'm like, this is actually unhealthy. Talk about rock hard. I swear
Talk
to
about making
God.
the fucking bed rock. Oh yeah.
And Kyle MacLachlan is also incredibly sexy in that one. He's got like floppy 90s boy band hair. Just
The perfect film.
And this is off the topic of Halle Berry, but Elizabeth Taylor plays Wilma's mother, and she is so funny.
Yeah.
She is so bitchy and horrible.
Make camp live action films like that. Like, do you remember when Robin Williams was Popeye and
Yes.
Shelley Duvall was Olive Oil? Like, a live action of a cartoon, it looks crazy. Like, it looks fucking ridiculous, but it's like, that's what makes it such a good film.
They threw so much money at the Flintstones, and you can see it on screen, and it looks
It's a fun film.
incredible. And everyone hates it. It got absolutely
It's the same with
destroyed.
Popeye. Everyone hates Popeye, but they forget that they got fucking Harry Nilsson to do the soundtrack for it.
Yeah.
Incredible. We need to be making more of these films that everyone hates. But like you and I love.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I it's not the greatest movie ever, but
It's fun.
It's a special place in my heart. It's where I met Halle Berry. It's where she became the love of my life.
It's very important.
I could pick no other film.
I'm very proud of you for staying true to your roots.
I know. I'm sorry that everyone's going to be like, Mike, that's a dreadful film.
No,
you know what?
It's all subjective. I've picked some real shitters in my time.
Oh, yeah.
But as long as it's sexy, that's what matters.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. Cannot deny that.
Rosie O'Donnell's also in it, and she looks great.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
The most random cast.
She's, what's the lady that plays Wilma? What's her name? Elizabeth Perkins.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Great cast.
I feel like there are others as well that were as exciting. I can't remember. But there's one moment, and it's like Fred and Barney are about to get lynched by a mob.
Jesus Christ.
It's real weird. And Barney says to Fred says something self-deprecating, like, "Oh, I'm just a big idiot," or something. Barney goes, "No, Fred, everyone likes you, except this lynch mob.
I love a film that just like knows what it's about.
Yeah.
It knows exactly what it's there to do. It's not trying to be anything different.
Honestly, and just all the puppetry, all the Jim Henson puppets.
Yeah.
So good.
And it's so true to the Flintstones. Like I like how everything's like a little bit, it's soft around the edges. Like
Yeah.
it looks cartoonish. Like that's what it's meant to be.
Yeah. And there's this one great joke where there's like a McDonald's, which was blatant product placement, because I think they had Happy Meal toys in line with the Flintstones. But one of the gags was just changing the sign of, over blank sold, talking about the hamburgers. And it was like, over 8 dozen sold.
Randomly speaking of product placement, the Captain America film I saw yesterday had blatant Peloton product placement.
Oh, the exercise bike.
Yeah, Harrison Ford was on a Peloton and was like, it was blatant product placement.
Yuck.
So, McDonald's and the Flintstones can get away with it.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. 2 great picks.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that we're back to the Mike
standard.
Of two film minimum.
Yeah. Greedy gobble guts Gertie over here.
Greedy gobble gannets Mike.
Yeah. What about you? What was your film, or indeed films?
So I watched a film thinking it would be my film.
Okay.
And then I got halfway through and I was like, she's really sexy, but this can't be my film. So I'll talk about that second, because I watched a different one, which is my actual film.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to think of what it could be.
So my film that is my actual film is a film from the 90s, and it's, let me specifically say, it's 1997. All right. And it is called, it's an acronym, but it's
BAPS.
BAPS.
Black American Princesses. Yes.
It is a 1997 film where Halle Berry plays Niecy, and then she's with her friend Mickey, and they have this dream of opening a hair salon, because that's what Niecy does. She does hair, and Mickey does soul food, and they have this dream of opening a hair salon / soul food establishment. And they decide that they're going to become like video girls. They're going to go, star in this music video. But then when they get to Beverly Hills, it all turns pear-shaped, and they end up living with this really rich guy. And so I think, to me, the sexiest Halle Berry has ever looked to me, and I don't know why, is when she's had that bleach blonde hair. And it's specifically in BAPS, when she has that bleach blonde hair, and she either has it in like a crazy updo, or she's got it in this little French twist, and she's got these curls, she's got gold teeth, she's got grills in, she wears all these like latex cat suits and things with zips, she's got like the long curved nails, and I know that it's like in part exaggerated for the film, but I've always thought that just like the long nails and the gold jewelry and the like the tight outfits and things and everything's flashy, I've always thought that was just so, I love that. And I love it when, people dress and they really like show themselves through it. And I just think she is so sexy in this film, because she's also a terrible dancer when you look at her.
Great.
And she's so corny, and she and Mickey are just like so loud, and they're so in your face, and everyone in Beverly Hills is like absolutely like, they are flabbergasted by them, and they all look down on them being like, what are you doing here? But they are so authentic to themselves. It's what you see is what you get. That is exactly who they are, and it's just perfect. And also Halle Berry has the most banging bod in this. She has a banging bod in everything she's in.
She's honestly she's in her 60s now, I think.
She is
and
so
she
fat.
Still has an incredible body.
Her body is tea. Like, she banging bod, and she honestly, like, one of the, I don't know, like, first outfit she wears when they go out to the club, she's got like her hair, she's got these bumped ends, and then she's wearing this like 2-piece suit, and she's walking up the stairs, and everyone's like watching her ass as she walks up the stairs. Me too. That film is so fun.
She is also just a phenomenal actress, and I feel like one of the things about her that I really like is that she she always seems to understand what movie she's in.
She always understands the role. She knows the assignment.
She it always seems to be really good at going for like cartoonish, she's cartoonish in Baps,
Yes.
and the Flintstones, but then she's also good at being,
Because
have a bit more gravitas, like an X-Men.
I typically only saw her in serious roles, and so watching Baps was really refreshing to see her in like a humorous and flashy role.
Yeah.
Because there's this bit where they get to the airport and they meet LL Cool J and they absolutely lose their shit, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
And like, I was reading about it, and apparently like it didn't do very well when it first came out, but then it's now become a cult classic, especially in like black culture. And I was just watching it, and it was like, it is effectively, it's the same humor and the same like characteristics of like Clueless, or Jawbreaker or something like that. Like maybe Jawbreaker's maybe a little more serious, but it's the exact same thing.
Yeah,
and
it's goofy
so
and
funny, and it knows what it's about. And I loved that film, and she was so sexy in that. That every time she'd come out with an outfit, every time she'd come out with new hair, I love her blonde hair. I
had a thing for her as Storm with the white
white hair.
There's a moment in Storm where. In Storm, the movie Storm. There's a moment
made where she's the only character.
Yeah, and it's just an action figure that I'm like, hello, I'm Halle Berry, acclaimed Academy Award-winning actress Halle Berry.
I would pay to watch it. It's a puppet show.
But there's a moment where Wolverine stabs her, and it turns out that she's actually Mystique, and so she starts like turning back into Mystique, and there's a moment where she has the long hair of Storm but the red hair of Mystique, so it's long red hair, and I'm like, oh, it's such a look, that's such a good look, and it just does something to me.
No, she is so beautiful. So my film that I watched but did not pick, I couldn't pick it because the more I watched it, the more I'm like, she is really sexy in this, but I just can't.
I've got two guesses. Can I try and guess what they are? So it's either going to be, my guess, either Robots or Catwoman.
No, it's Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball. She is sexy in that.
She's very sexy in it, but the more I watched it, I was like, you know what? I can't talk about this film.
It's not that kind of film.
It's not that kind of film, because the bit where she's watching TV with her son and she's wearing the bandana and the bikini top and the shorts because it's really hot and she's a bit sweaty.
Incredible.
But then, like, minutes later, she, like, beats the shit out of her son for being fat. And I was like, oh, come on, mate.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. And then, obviously, she's getting piped down by Billy Bob Thornton. He's got her bent over the couch. Yeah.
Piped down. I don't know if I've heard that phrase before. It took me a while. I said, yeah. And then I was trying to, like, what does that mean? Oh, his penis is the pipe.
I think it's a combination of piped and dicked down.
Yeah. Piped down. Good
the
God.
Other thing is, I was watching this film and I was like, I don't know why, but I've always had a little bit of an aversion to Billy Bob Thornton. I think it's because he usually plays asshole roles.
I'm actually the same, and I think he's a bit of an asshole in real life as well.
That's what it makes me worried about, and I obviously like his character in Monsters Ball was total dick, and it's a little bit weird to me that like the pussy is so good at cures racism.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Halle Berry, there is no doubt in my mind why she got that Oscar. She was incredible in that film.
And also the first black person to win Best Actress at the Oscars.
Fucking insane.
In 2003,
I think. She's incredible. The scene at the end, and obviously I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but the scene at the end where she learns what she learns and she comes and she sits down and she's not saying a fucking word, but you're just reading all this on her face and you're like, holy shit. Also gotta say, crazy that if you watch this film you get to see P. Diddy get the death penalty. Yeah. Which is fucking crazy. But also, there's a scene where, because Heath Ledger, God rest his soul, in this film, Heath Ledger was one of the sexiest men alive. He is so sexy in this film. He's so tall. He's so handsome. He's so sweaty.
I love that you've turned this into the Heath Ledger episode.
I can't not mention this, but there is this crazy bit in this film where, like, at the start, Heath Ledger procures the services of a sex worker. Right. Bends her over the dresser. You see his bum. Oh. 5 out of 5 stars.
What a great bum.
And then later in the film, Billy Bob Thornton procures the services of a sex worker, and it's the same one. And she starts asking him about his son, and it's just so horrendous. And I was sitting there like, ugh. I was so stank-faced about it because I was like, this is fucking ooh. But that film is incredible, and Halle Berry is very beautiful in it. You get to see her boobies, you get to see her just this really the role she plays. It's just like a woman who's got everything going against her, but like she's trying so hard. But the more and more I watched it, I was like, this can't be my film.
Yeah, I see.
So thankfully Baps was there to save the day, but all to say, Monsters Ball is incredible, and Halle Berry,
it's a really good film.
Very well deserving for all the acclaim she got for that film.
I'd also like to say, if you are enjoying hearing about Halle Berry and want to hear more, then Mixed Bag podcast did a mini season of Halle Berry films, which they called Hello Halle.
Cute.
And it included Gothica and Baps and Monsters Ball. And some others as well. So I recommend going back and having a listen to that if you're enjoying this chat.
And if you're listening to us on Spotify, if you go to our profile and you use the More Like This tab, we actually have Mixed Bag listed there as a podcast like ours. So please go and have a listen, because you'll find friend of the pod, Cass, there.
Yeah.
She'll be waiting for you.
And future guest, Jamie.
Yes. They will be on here.
They will be on here.
Soon. Well, do you have any...
That was our Jamie corner.
Yeah, that was the Jamie episode. Do you have any other honourable mentions?
Hundreds of them.
Silly of me to think you wouldn't.
How dare you ask?
How do I assume?
Okay, so I was originally going to do 3. Mm-hmm. And the third one I was going to pick was a movie called Things We Lost in the Fire from 2007.
Okay.
Which stars Halle Berry, David Duchovny, Benicio del Toro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And basically, Benicio del Toro and David Duchovny are like...
Explore each other's bodies?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I directed it.
With action figures. Hello!
It's me, David Duchovny. And it's me, Benicio del Toro.
Why are they both Italian?
David Duchovny.
David Duchovny. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, so spicy. Spicy balls. Anyway,
we're talking about Halle Berry, not Italian David Duchovny.
Sorry. It's me, Halle Berry. It's a me, Halle.
It's a me, Halle Berry.
That's how she introduces herself in every film. Can you tell that I think it's the alcohol leaving our system. We're getting into the denial stage.
Oh, God. It's a me, Italian Halle.
Italian Halle.
Italian Halle. Okay, so... so it's Benicio del Toro and David Duchovny were like best friends, I think, growing up. I haven't watched it recently. It's been a wee while. And... Halle Berry is David Duchovny's wife.
Right.
Benicio del Toro has major drug addiction issues, and David Duchovny like supports him. And Halle Berry's sort of like, yeah, you got to give up on him at some time, honey. You know, David Duchovny gets shot and killed, and so a lot of the film is about Halle Berry's character dealing with the death of her husband and her children and being a widow and a single mother. And also she's the one that has to tell Benicio del Toro that his best friend is dead. And then she ends up sort of taking him in and looking after him. And it's about the relationship and the friendship that they foster.
Oh.
Beautiful film.
Yeah.
Halle Berry is shot so beautifully in it.
She's like gets shot in the movie, and I was like, Jesus, she can't catch a break.
She's got long curly hair, and she's just radiant. She's glowing. She gets some really meaty, grieving, good acting scenes. Mm-hmm. She's so beautiful. There's this shot of her in the bath, and it's not a sexy. It's a sad, and she just looks so stunning and so ethereal, and I think the reason ultimately I didn't pick it is that she's beautiful. They're not going for sexy, so it's a different vibe, and also I'm like, I can't objectify this grieving widow.
No, which is me with like Monsters Ball.
But I highly recommend Things We Lost in the Fire. Benicio del Toro is also, even when he's like sweaty and going through withdrawals, still very sexy.
Yeah.
David Duchovny is also there. I think he's hot, but he's not my favourite actor.
No. I think there's definitely a time and a place for David Duchovny.
Absolutely. And that's Between My Thighs.
I will put this on the list.
And then I have Catwoman, obviously. She is very sexy in that.
She's very sexy.
But everything else about it is so off-putting that maybe you don't want to watch it.
It's a hard one to have to, yeah.
But it does also star Sharon Stone, so...
Oh my god, reunite.
Twins. I like Sharon Stone. I like Sharon Stone a lot.
Have you seen the clip of her on the James Corden show where Sebastian Stan speaks in Romanian to her?
No.
I highly recommend just watching it.
I did listen to, there's a really good Louis Theroux podcast, and she did an interview with him, and that was really good. Yeah.
No, I like Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Basic Instinct.
Obviously, Die Another Day. Mm-hmm. She's incredible as that as Jinx.
In that orange bikini.
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah. And X-Men as Storm. Storm was always my favourite.
Oh, yeah.
X-Men.
Mine was Rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, Anna Paquin.
I had a theory growing up that your favourite X-Man or X-woman or X-person.
I was about to say X-person.
X-they sounds like a dead person. Your sexuality is determined by which X-Men character is your favourite. So, like, if you're a gay man, you're going to have a female X-Men as a favourite. And if you're a straight man, it's one of the men X-Men. Yeah. And women, I think, straight women often like one of the men. Queer women often like...
one of the women.
Yeah. No. Straight women like the women.
Woman characters.
And then queer women like the men.
Queer women...
generally.
Queer women like Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is obviously a huge generalization, but mine is Storm.
I mean, I think it's a pretty good assumption.
I'm very seldom proven wrong with this, I'll be honest. So Storm was always my favourite, and then to have my favourite actress play her was just incredible.
It's just the perfect summing up.
And the last one on the list is Swordfish.
Yeah. Swordfish came up a few times.
Swordfish, which I remember it was the first time I watched it, when it was on Sky Movies. Mm-hmm. I was also on the computer and like half watching it. My family were all watching it.
Painful.
I did not, because I was looking at the computer at the second and the whole family went, "You missed it!" When she takes her top off. Yeah, you missed her boobs. And then I watched it. I watched it again and I was like, "Oh, there are her boobs." And I'm like, "Oh, I mean, yeah."
Nice, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
that's when you knew.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, she's still beautiful because it's Halle Berry. But they definitely don't detract anything from how I feel. But they're not necessarily, like, the focus.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I think there's something about her navel for me.
Her belly
that
button.
is, yeah.
She has a really beautiful, like, flat stomach. Like,
yeah.
This is what I mean. Body is tea. Like, she's got a banging bod.
And a good hourglass figure as well. Just incredible.
She's really beautiful.
Yeah. So that's my honourable mention. But again, I could keep going.
Filmography.
I really could. With the exception of Never Let Go, the horror film, because she is specifically not sexy in that.
Not sexy in that one.
But she's not meant to be, so it's fine.
I don't really necessarily have honourable mentions, but I will bring these two up. There are two Halle Berry films which involve... Okay. So you know that's like if I had $1 for every time there was a Halle Berry film that centered around the kidnap of a child and she made it her life's mission to go get that child back, I would have $2, which is not a lot of money, but it's weird it happened twice.
Yeah.
So she's in these two kidnap films. I think one's called The Call.
Yes, with Bruce Willis. No, not Bruce Willis. Sorry, he's Perfect Strangers. Sorry.
Yeah, it's got Abigail Breslin in it.
And she wears the wig, right?
Yeah, and she plays a 911 operator where she gets this call from Abigail Breslin, she's being abducted, and so then she decides that she's going to go rescue Abigail Breslin herself. And then there's another film called Kidnap, where her son gets kidnapped, and so she takes it upon herself to go and find him, and there's like a car chase scene. She was just yelling top for the most of it. So I I actually really like both of those films. Are they the best films ever made? No, not by a long shot.
No.
But they're good, like, suspenseful kidnap films, and they're just weird that they've got virtually the same plot, just in different fonts.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also, yeah, there's obviously more in there, but those are the ones that stuck out to me.
Nice.
Which we have Fox Facts.
Fox Facts. So I actually have a couple off the top of my head.
Get them off the dome. What's that
one of them is that she showed up at the Razzies. She was nominated for a Razzie for Catwoman, and she won. And she showed up, which very few actors do, and she gave a speech saying, "I never thought I'd get this."
I love that.
And so she was holding her Razzie in one hand and her Oscar in the other, and just had a laugh at herself and really enjoyed the moment. The other is that she is very accident prone. So I know that she's broken her ribs quite a few times. I think she did in Catwoman, and I think she did in Gothica. I think she gave herself a concussion by like running sort of into a piece of scaffolding on the set of maybe Gothica.
Naturally.
I can't remember where, but I know she's broken quite a lot of bones, like her toes and clavicles and arms and stuff. But the worst one is that in Gothica, she broke her arm. Well, no, Robert Downey Jr. broke her arm because it was an intense scene and he grabbed her arm and twisted it and just got it the wrong way, so broke her arm. And
Did
production
she have brittle bones or something?
I don't know. It had to be halted for 8 weeks.
Because Robert Downey Jr. broke her arm.
Yeah.
Good
She does
Lord.
it. She does it. She's type 1 diabetic.
Oh.
So that might be. I don't know if diabetes affects bone density. Probably not.
I'm just reading here that she was saved from choking on a fig by Pierce Brosnan during the shooting of the love scene on Cuba for Die Another Day.
I saw that as well.
Choked on a fucking fig. Good Lord.
Oh, well known for, in quotation marks, living her roles, she refused to bathe for 2 weeks in preparation for a role as a crack addict in Jungle Fever from 1991.
All right, Jared Leto.
I'd go swimming in that.
Honestly, yeah, she could still get it.
It's fine.
She was a National Honor Society member in high school, editor of the school paper, class president, and crowned prom queen.
Yeah. She's lost some hearing in one of her ears due to a physical encounter with a boyfriend in the early 1990s.
Fuck that guy.
In 2004, she was the highest paid black actress in Hollywood.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Apparently she's only one of 4 actresses, along with Faye Dunaway, Sandra Bullock, and Liza Minnelli, to win both an Academy Award for Best Actress and the Razzie Award for Worst Actress. Faye Dunaway shares her award with Bo Derek.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's also one of only 2 women of colour to have won an acting Oscar, the other being Michelle Yeoh.
Which is fucking insane that one happened, like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We have got to get so serious. Let's see. She can play the flute.
Oh.
She's named after the grand old Halle building in Cleveland, Ohio, which originally housed the Halle Brothers department store. The building is now an office building and fictional setting in the Winfred Launder department store and the Drew Carey Show.
Wow. I also, another fact off the top of my head is that she was a very early adopter of like internet culture. So she had a fan website before it was kind of the cool thing. Cool. So, and I remember this, it was called Hollywood. And there was like this little cartoon picture of her on the front with her hands in her pockets, and like she'd recommend books and stuff.
That's cute.
It was really cute. You can't get, it's taken down now. It makes me very sad.
It's got to be on the Internet Archive, right?
Surely. We should have a look.
Wayback Machine.
I'm also just looking at the time. My parents are going to be here in 15 minutes.
Okay.
But that's okay.
We will get moving. She turned down the role of Annie Porter in Speed and it went to Sandra Bullock.
Wow.
I would have liked to have seen her.
I would have liked to, but Sandy Bull is just iconic in that role. Yeah.
It's brilliant. So, we should talk about the all-important question of our Punnett Square, does this fox fuck?
Yeah.
For those that aren't aware, we have a Punnett Square. Along the x-axis is knows what sex is, doesn't know what sex is, and along the y-axis is fucks, doesn't fuck.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily have to fuck in the movie,
No.
and even if they do, doesn't necessarily mean anything. Fucking is more of a mindset.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
So
Each of your films.
for each of my films. So I think Miranda Gray in Gothica. I think her and her husband do not have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's not fucking at the moment. She knows what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that she would be fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
But because she's married, she's like, that's...
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. I'm a woman of character.
Respectable.
And Sharon Stone, fucking all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
knows
without
what
a
it
doubt.
is, constantly batting people
Pioneered
off.
it.
Just the Flintstones was a very horny film.
Oh, it was very horny.
Very horny film.
Outrageously.
And tell you what, 5-year-old Mike loved it.
It changed it.
It changed me. It's the straightest bone in my body.
I think for Baps, I think Niecy, she definitely knows what it is, and I think if she stopped, like if she, went after how do I put this? Not went after, but if she was with guys that actually deserved her, she'd be fucking left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's happening at the moment, and I think she's too focused on her hair salon /
Yeah.
soul food restaurant. But she could be, because she is so banging. Like, she absolutely could be.
Nice.
Right.
Oh my god.
This leads us on to
We're here.
the all-important question of who is our next fox?
Oh my god, it's happening.
It is happening.
Oh my god.
It's my pick this time.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking long and hard
Oh my God.
about this one. So my fox, I have decided, is Kevin Costner.
Incredible.
So
Are you just going to pick that baseball movie
well,
again?
that was the thing. I decided Kevin Costner because it's going to be difficult for me to not pick Bull Durham.
Yeah.
Which I picked for the Susan Sarandon episode, if you do recall. I'm going to have to find something where he's even sexier.
I mean, you still could pick it.
I could still, if it turns out to be his sexiest film, then fuck me, I'll pick it.
God help you. Something.
But I'm going to have to do some extensive research.
Yeah.
Because that's a fit man. Even to this day, that's still a fit man.
That's a good choice.
Thank you. I'm really excited to get really weird about him.
I'm sure a bunch of middle-aged women had like their ears perked up.
They're going to go crazy.
People that were like in their 30s, in the 90s. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
he's a good man. So yeah,
it's a good choice. Oh, that's exciting. I don't think I've seen many Kevin Costner films.
we're going to change that.
Ooh.
So it's now important time to rank our films that
Yeah.
we've watched on Letterboxd. Mike, what's your Letterboxd username, and what is Gothica and the Flintstones getting?
So you can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at One Hat Matter. That's ONEHATMADDER. And both my films are getting the same score. I think both of them are 3.5.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's reputable.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would give the Flintstones significantly less.
Nah.
I think
you.
I think 3.5
this
is
guy.
not this guy. I want to see Fred Flintstone almost get lynched. That's what I like.
If you want to follow me on Letterboxd, you can get me at DixieNormus69. That is DIXIENORMOUS 69. And I'm going to give Baps 3.5. I think I really enjoyed that film. I found it really fun. And I'm going to give Monsters Ball, because I also did obviously watch it for the podcast. I'm going to give Monsters Ball a solid 4.5.
Okay.
I thought it was like really good. I'd obviously heard a lot of people talk about it, and I heard how good it was, and I actually really enjoyed that film. I know, like, when I was looking at it on Letterboxd the other day, people haven't reviewed it as highly as I have, but I thought it was a good film, and I thought Halle Berry did an incredible job.
Yeah. And what are you rating Jurassic Park?
That's a good question, because I did rate Jurassic Park before this and Mike did not want to know because he wanted it to be a secret. So I have rated Jurassic Park 4.5 stars.
Nice.
And I've liked it.
Nice. It's a
really
it's a
liked
5-star for me.
Yeah. It's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
If you want to get us on our other social media, like we said, we have an Instagram. You can get us at the Silver Fox Office. And also if you want to send us your Fox suggestions or put in your interest in being on the pod,
We'd love to have you.
you can get us on our email address, which is thesilverfoxoffice@gmail.com. And also, this is an important note, if you don't live in New Zealand but you want to be a guest on the podcast, we have remote capability.
Look at that.
So,
the age of technology has finally entered.
If you are my good friend Katrina, who regularly listens to this podcast and hounds me about it, mate, there's a chance you could be on the potty seat if you wanted to be. And she and her girlfriend have asked for Gillian Anderson. Who was the most mentioned person last night at the party.
Yeah. The
Everyone
problem is she's a TV gal, so I think we're going to have a TV episode at some stage soon.
We're going to have to do it.
And that means I also want to have a theatre episode at some point
100%.
soon.
We're going to have a fucking YouTube video episode.
Oh my God.
What's our lobster?
YouTuber video. I don't know YouTubers.
Neither do I. It's probably the YouTube video I watch where I watch Ghost World 2001 on YouTube. We'll have a Pornhub episode. It's that time that I watched that fucking Clancy Brown film on a porn website.
Oh, I mean, my YouTube person would probably be like Philosophy Tube.
My YouTube person would be, it's not under 45.
Abigail Thorne. But yeah, she's way too young.
My YouTube person is Italian Bash. He's like the same age as me.
Is that like Italian Halle Berry?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's me, Italian Bash.
It's me.
All right, well, we need to say shout out to our man, Steve Buscemi.
Oh, Steve. We love you, Steve.
Thinking of you.
There was a lot of chat about you at the party last night.
Everyone was talking about you. I think that means you need to come to the next one.
I think so. Ooh, guest starring Steve Buscemi.
All right, well, thank you everyone for listening again. We'll see you next week for Kevin. Next episode.
Next episode.
I haven't done that in a long time.
For me, old mate Kev.
Old mate Kevy, see Kevin Costa.
Oh my God.
It's going to be really sexy.
Accost the Costa.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.